I thought that telling the truth was a conservative value. I think some people in America still view it that way. Trump is the new brand of conservatism in America, where telling the truth about almost anything is viewed as a weakness, something that losers do, and an obstacle to manipulating those who are ignorant, usually willfully so, with false statements and narratives, which is one of Trump's, if not the main Trump talent. What can you say about the current state of the Republican Party when its unchallengeable leader is incapable of being truthful? And these people call themselves conservatives. I make that statement not based on his policy position, but actually comparing what he says with the facts, a time consuming process given the sheer volume of false statements that he makes virtually every day, multiple times. I recall documenting four false statements made by Trump in a single sentence, something that needs to be in the Guinness Book of Records. I don't think it's been equaled before or since. It is not just the 30,000 plus false and misleading public statements that he made while he was president, as documented by the Washington Post. Trump was notorious for making a continuous stream of demonstrably false statements before he was president, and of course after leaving that office. His entire brand as a genius businessman was created on a foundation fraud, starting with the books The Art of the Deal, originally published in 1987, and several self-promotion books that followed immediately thereafter. And that brand was being created in the late 1980s and into the 1990s, even though he was losing money, measured in hundreds of millions of dollars, as documented in a series of New York Times articles that discussed his tax returns. The reported tax loss on Trump's 1995 return was over $900 million. Let that sink in for a bit. Some skeptics might even ask how losing that kind of money is consistent with being a genius and highly successful businessman. It is not, of course, could not be more inconsistent with what he was claiming to be. As a result of creating that brand as a genius businessman, Trump has been successful thereafter licensing his name to others who took the financial business risk, and has made a ton of money on endorsements and from the Apprentice TV show playing the part of a genius businessman. Then you have the fraud known as Trump University, and Trump using some funds from his charitable foundation for his own benefit. Both resulted in Trump having to settle charges for substantial sums of money. And we now know a great deal about the fraudulent financial statements, which took me 4 videos to summarize. The false statements that Trump makes daily is just a continuation of his lifelong pursuit of deception, in my opinion.